Hello everybody, this is Ryan Thomason and welcome to week 12 of the Geek Dad Report versus the NFL. As you can see, I have a spectacular co-host today. Would you like to introduce yourself really quick?
I am Lincoln Thomason.
Yes. And as you can tell, we do not have any Seahawks attire. So for everyone that is expecting Brian and a Seahawks snooze fest, then yeah, you can wait till next week, or you can watch the Week 11 show. That's all we have to say about the Seahawks for this game. Yep, that's it. So,
They are dead to me at the moment.
Yeah, so let's see. Brian won 7 games last week. I got 8. I guess I'm slightly getting closer to him. He had like a big game lead on me. So, I've narrowed the gap somewhat. But not enough. Hopefully, with Lincoln's expert choices today, you can go to the casino and put all of your life savings on Lincoln's picks and then give him 10%. I think that's a fair amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
And just so everyone knows that there is the overall bet that Brad and I are doing. That is, whichever person's team does the best, the loser will do the last show with no shirt on. So the Steelers are, what's their record right now, Lincoln? I think it's 7-2-1, something crazy like that. Yeah. And the Seahawks are like 5-5 or something. I can't remember. But
not very good outcomes.
Yeah.
Not good stats for you, Brian.
Yeah, and all I know is that the Steelers are still, I mean, wearing my Hines Ward MVP jersey. That's how much I'm looking forward to the Steelers kicking some butt this week. But you guys don't care about that and how Brian's going to be shirtless for the last show because the Seahawks are not even going to make the playoffs. But Lincoln, it is the week of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And tomorrow, we plan on eating a lot of food. I plan on eating a lot of food. I know that you are 11, and you can eat a lot of food if you really wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So, but the more important thing is that there's football on Thursday all day long. So while you're stuffing yourself with turkey and stuffing with gravy poured on top of all of it, you can watch yourself. The very first game of Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. They were playing at 12:30. Lincoln, what do you think about this game? Chicago's doing really good this year.
I'm going to go with Chicago.
They're going to win your division. If anyone didn't know, the Packers, Lincoln's a big Packers fan.
All I need for them is just the Vikings and the Bears. So
you just need the Vikings?
Yeah.
Okay, but
I'm going to go Chicago because they have a better defense than Detroit at the moment.
So Detroit really has no chance?
No.
You think?
No.
You know, I'm going to have to agree with you. I was going to pick Chicago, too. Mm-hmm. So we're both going to go with Chicago on that one? Sounds good. Let's see, and then we have the 4:30 game is going to be the Washington Native Americans. We're going to be playing the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys and the Native Americans. Always a fun game, I guess. Maybe. Who do you think? Both teams are very much sitting in the middle this year. Dallas
hasn't been doing good. The Redskins have been doing okay, but I want to say Dallas, but then I don't want to say Dallas.
But you want to, but you don't want to? It's hard to pick Dallas. And that's a normal reaction to have. I'm going to go with Dallas just because I don't think the Washington Native Americans are going to have.
I think I'm going to have to go with Dallas because I don't think Washington can pull it off.
Okay. So, Lincoln and I are both picking Dallas over Washington. Next up, this is going to be a very good game. The Atlanta Falcons are playing at New Orleans Saints. The Saints are like...
I think I'm going with the Saints, actually.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because Atlanta hasn't been doing really well in the passing game.
They haven't?
Yeah.
Matt Ryan and...
No, what's his face?
I don't know.
What's their number one receiver's name again?
Julius Jones?
Yeah, he's only scored like 2 touchdowns this season.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
I thought he had more than that.
No.
I know they have Sanu, who's been doing all right. At least on my fantasy, he's been getting me points like every now and then. But New Orleans Saints are on fire. Mm-hmm. They are currently like the number 1 team in the NFL. No, they've just been scoring like 60 points a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm going.
It's like when I'm playing you in Madden.
I beat you last time.
I run up the score. Now let's move on. You did not beat me in Madden.
I had 2 pick sixes, so
that's because I was playing on a harder difficulty, and you were playing on rookie mode.
That's a lie.
Because you always play on rookie mode because you're like, if I go up to the pro level, it's too hard, and I can't make 60-yard touchdown passes all the time, and I can't intercept every single ball because it's a harder mode. Yeah, that's what it's like playing Madden with Lincoln. He's a cheater. Anyways, moving on to the Sunday games. We have Jacksonville is at the Buffalo Bills.
I think I might go with Jacksonville.
Jaguars, they kind of hung in there against the Steelers, but they're not going to beat the Steelers. We killed them at the end of the last game because the Steelers are that magical this year. Buffalo.
I think I might go with Jacksonville.
You're gonna go with Jacksonville? Well, Buffalo, if they can score, they'll score 40 points in one game, and then they'll get 3 and 6 and 3. So I think they had 2 or 3 games ago they scored 31 points. So I'm gonna say they crested, and then they went down, and they went even down further, and then they crested again. And then they went down, and I think they're going to have another crest. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills on this one.
Okay.
So
I'm going to win this bet, but
you're going to win that. You're going with Jacksonville. So Lincoln's picking Jacksonville. I'm going with the Bills on this. Next up, we have the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Steamers that are playing the Cincinnati Bungles. So who are you picking on? Is the Cleveland? I mean, Cincinnati's 5-5. Cleveland's only 2 field goals away from being 5-5. So
because I'm optimistic, I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
You're gonna go with Cleveland? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with you too. I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns over Cincinnati. Cleveland's been having a better year than they have in a long time, so we'll give them a courtesy clap. And hopefully they'll take that one in.
That must be very hard for you to do that.
It is very hard for me. If I had my choice, they would both tie. But it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Miami at Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have been a real pain in the ass this year. Mm-hmm. It's like every time I pick against them, they lose, and every time I pick against them, they win, and every time I pick them, they lose. So, I'm just going to say, I don't know. This one's hard for me.
I know, same with me, because
Miami's doing all right.
Miami's been going up and down all season, so is Indianapolis.
Yes. I think they're both, close to being, 5-5 or, 4-6.
I'm going to go with Indianapolis.
You're going to go with Indianapolis? I don't know. My gut says I want to go with Miami, but I have a feeling that the Colts are going to disappoint me, and everything is going to get ruined again. And Brian's going to win his picks, and then I'm going to be mad. I'm going to go with Miami. Not feeling great about that. I can feel good about this pick coming up, Lincoln. Would you like to announce it?
New England versus New York Jets.
Yes. So what do you have to say about this one? Snooze fest.
My gut says to go New England, but I don't want New England to win.
Yes, nobody wants New England to win. There's not one person, unless you live in New England, everyone in this country hates the Patriots. So, it's just, you just gotta go with it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with New England.
Yeah, you have to go with New England.
Yeah.
The Jets are the SUCK, so next up, we have the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eli Manning is very much going to get kicked off the team at the end of this season.
Oh, you noticed?
If he doesn't retire, he's going to get booted. They're going to get someone with the biggest foot, put the biggest boot they could find on him, and just kick him right in the butt. And he's going to go out of the stadium. It's going to be like, and he's going to go fly right out. And they're going, goodbye, Eli. Thanks for all the Super Bowls and everything else.
Yeah.
But they're playing the Philadelphia, I don't even know, the Philadelphia Smeagol's. I don't know. They're doing really bad. Everyone at work is super sad. It's like,
I wish.
They're not doing that great. So, who do you think, Lincoln? Giants, Eagles? Just so you know, your best friend's dad is probably going to see this. What do you have to say about yourself, child? Who are you going to... You're seriously doubting who's going to... I'm picking the Eagles because the Giants are big steaming duty.
I want the Giants to win, but I think I have to go to Philadelphia.
Okay. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and the Giants could have an amazing game.
You know what? I'm going with the Giants.
Okay, Lincoln's going to go with the Giants. I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles. Next up, we have the San Francisco 49ers playing the Tampa Bay Fitzmagic guys.
I'm gonna
go with Tampa Bay.
Same with me.
49ers they've way too many injuries.
They haven't been doing good for the past few years.
Yeah. Well, no, they did good at the end of last season when they had Garoppolo, and then he got hurt at the beginning of this season, and guess what? They suck again. So, Tampa Bay, both of us, going with that. Next up, the Seattle Seahawks are playing at the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton.
Carolina Panthers.
And the Carolina Panthers pull one out against the Seattle Seahawks. The Lincoln is very much already settled on his pick. After
what happened last week, I don't really care for them anymore.
Oh, because that was such a demoralizing game for you? Yeah. I understand. I understand where you're going with that.
Carolina.
You're going to go with Carolina?
Please lose, Seattle. Please lose.
I'm going to say Seattle's probably going to end up winning this one. I don't think the Carolina defense is really much of anything anymore.
No, they have a really good running back still.
Who, Carolina?
Mm-hmm. McCaffrey's having a great season again.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
Please, tell me more, Lincoln.
I just want Carolina to win.
You just want Carolina, that's all you know? I'm going to say the Seahawks are probably going to beat the Carolina Panthers. I'm just going to go with them. I think the first time I picked them all year long. But sometimes you got to make that pick. Next up, we have the Oakland Raiders playing the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are 5-5. Oakland is like 1-8, and they're trying to lose every game so that they can get to number 1 draft picks and then trade all their best players so they can get even. They're going to have like the whole first 2 rounds in the draft, most likely. I think that is like their main goal is to draft like 20 guys next season. So what do you think, Lincoln? Baltimore, I think Flacco is still hurt. They're on their backup QB. They barely edged one out against the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm going to go against Baltimore. I'm going to go for Baltimore.
You're going to go Baltimore's going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to say Baltimore as well. Oakland just... They're not doing very well. Words cannot come out of my mouth right now. Next up, we have Arizona. Speaking of the worst teams, Arizona Cardinals, probably the worst team in the West, playing the LA Chargers, who I think they're winning their division.
Yeah, they are. They're doing really good this season.
Yeah. Phillip Rivers, he's been in the league for like 30 years.
Finally has a good season.
Finally, well, he's had a lot of good seasons.
Yeah, but this is like their year. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chargers too, just because Arizona stinks.
Yeah.
So there we go. Lincoln and I are both picking the LA Chargers. Next up, The only game of the week that matters. Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos. Steelers.
No, you wanted to go with the Denver Broncos. You can go with the Denver Broncos.
No, I'm going with the Steelers.
I no longer have a son, and he is no longer on this show. Lincoln is done for the rest of the show. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to beat the Denver Broncos. No, Lincoln, you don't get to be on the show anymore. I'm putting you down. Pittsburgh Steelers against the Denver Broncos. See, even the dog's like upset. He's like, how dare you? How dare you? Look at this. Look at our dog. He is so sad that Lincoln picked the Denver Broncos. Rainier, who do you pick? Rainier says, I pick the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry you had to hear those horrible words come out of Lincoln's mouth. The worst 11-year-old child ever.
I'm just kidding. Pittsburgh is going to win.
No, next up we have Green Bay Packers playing the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay. Packers are going to win.
Okay, what? Why? Why is the Packers going to win? Because, they got no one.
Really?
Yeah.
Aaron Jones is having a great season.
Who? Yeah, the running back? Mm-hmm. Yeah, since they got rid of Ty Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you got? No one else?
No.
There's no one else on your team.
Devontae
Kirk
Adams.
Cousins going to throw 7 touchdowns.
Devontae Adams is having a good season, too.
Doesn't matter. Vikings defense is going to steamroll all over you guys.
Viking? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Kirk Cousins is going to throw 8 touchdowns. I went from 7 to 8. You're going to throw 8 touchdowns.
How much do you want to bet for that?
Rush for 3 more. It's going to be 100 to 7.
How much do you want to bet on that?
I'll bet you that you can sleep in this house. And
That's not a violent.
And if you win, I get to sleep in this house.
I don't like this bet.
Makes no sense.
This bet makes no sense.
Whatever. I am not picking the Green Bay Packers this week because Lincoln wants to go with.
I said Pittsburgh many times.
You gotta go with your first pick. You do.
You've gone on your third pick 6 times.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. Lincoln's gonna pick Green Bay. I'm gonna pick the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
But secretly, I'm gonna go with Green Bay. But the Minnesota Vikings over Green Bay. Next up, we have the Monday night game. Tennessee Titans playing the Houston Texans.
Both of them haven't been doing great.
Houston's been doing all right this year.
That's what I said. They haven't been doing amazing, but they haven't been doing bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Houston probably going to end up winning this one.
Yeah.
They're going to win their division. And isn't Tennessee in their division?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no memory.
Oh, great. Well, I'm going to go with Houston. Who are you going with, Lincoln?
I'm going to go with Houston.
All right. So Lincoln and I are both going with Houston for the Monday night game. And thank you for all that attention, dog. So, that's it for Lincoln and I's pick this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, I forgot. Brian had his picks. He is going with... Oh, no, surprise. Here, Lincoln, you want to announce Brian's picks? Because I know that you're going to love it. First pick, Lincoln. Who did Brian pick first?
Green Bay.
No, that's not the first
Seattle.
one. Start from the top.
Seattle.
Yes.
Chicago.
Yes.
Dallas.
Look at the screen, Lincoln. Look at the people. You keep talking about how you want your own YouTube channel. You don't have a YouTube channel by staring down.
What does NO stand for again?
No?
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans, Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati, New England, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, the Chargers, Denver.
Mm-hmm. Wait! I haven't heard the Steelers yet.
They said, yeah, Indiana, Indianapolis, Green Bay, and Houston. I won 7 last week.
Yeah, Brian got 7 picks right last week. I got 8. And Brian, one of these weeks, the Steelers have won 6 weeks in a row. I'm pretty sure you've lost that pick every single week. You suck. I don't understand why we're still friends. But, I picked Seattle this week. So I guess that goes. Whatever. Those are the picks. Take them to the bank if you want. I hope you guys enjoyed.
What are you doing right here?
Our dog really wants to be a part of this. So, everyone, have a good rest of the week. Eat a lot of turkey.
He's pushing me off the
Pour
couch.
stuffing on everything. No, stuffing gravy.
He's pulling
Lincoln,
me. He's literally pushing me off the couch.
Yeah, because you suck and you didn't pick the Steelers initially. Thank you, Rainier. Lincoln does not need to be on this show anymore. So, everyone, goodbye. Have a great week.
Whoa.
Watch football. And Lincoln, do you have anything else to say?
No, the dog is currently pushing me off the couch.
Yeah, that's what you get for not picking the Steelers. Goodbye, everyone.